Today I'm going to share a mixed media tag using the new products from 49er Market and Sizzix. So I'm going to be using the Snap and Swap large tags, Doily Duo, Sweet Sprigs stamp and dies, Creative Combo stamp and die set, This and That numbers, and the large stencil Artful Layers. So first of all, I'm going to take the Snap and Swap large tag, and these have interchangeable bottom parts, so you can either have a decal edge, which I'm using today, a straight edge, or a zigzag. So we are just going to bring the die cutting machine in. So place the tag down, and then you can either end will attach to the bottom of the tag and just link in there. There we go. So these are the Sizzix cardstock. So on this die you get two tag pieces, one that creates the inner and one that gives you a border. So you line the holes up and this is what you get. So I'm going to be using the 49er Market inks in Mint Chill, Sangria and Shamrock. And first of all I'm going to stamp some of the words from the Creative Combo set, and I'm going to emboss them in white powder just to add some texture. You can see that. There we are. So I'm going to lay some of the green inks down, spritz of water, and I'm just going to start mopping some of the ink. Now I'm going to take the Shamrock green ink and just distress around the edge, taking it over some of that embossed area. So I'm going to grab the stencil and stamp tool. Pop that on there. I'm going to use this part of the stencil to start with. I can pop that on, and I kind of want to add some ink where I haven't embossed. So I'm going to take the same colour ink and then just pop that through. And I'm going to add some green ink to these splodges. Put it off. I think I want one of the splodges down there. Okay. So that's going to go on there. Next we are going to take the Sweet Sprigs stamps and dies. Now I've already pre-made a few here. I'm going to take the Sangria and a sponge. I'm going to ink up the stamp with the sponge just because it gives a lighter covering, so that when I stamp the outer stamp, it shows up. And that will line up, if I get it right, over there. Okay, so that's one of those. We're going to do 2 of the single leaves in the green. Okay, so now I've cut 2 numbers, 49 for 49 and mark it. And when you cut these, you're able to make 3 different numbers. Well, I am not using these. I'm just going to be colouring these different colours and then placing them on top of each other. So I think we will go with the mint chill and the sangria. So I'm going to cover the base part with the sangria. And the top part of the numbers with mint chill. I'll take my Sizzix glue. Okay, so put those to one side. And now I've got paper doily, so I've cut this out of copier paper just because I think it gives a better effect of a proper doily. I am going to distress around the edge of this really gently, because like that it will tear and bend quite easily. But the doily in its entirety is too big for this project, so I'm just going to chop that in half with my guillotine. And I'll glue that down the edge there. I'm just going to put some glue in the centre and then just dab some fine bits of glue just around the edge. And pop that on. I'm going to stick this piece down. And I'm just lining the hole up with the base hole. There we go. And I'm actually just going to run this around the sewing machine just to give us to put a stitched edge on it. So there we are, I've just stitched around the edge in a purple thread. I'm going to leave all those bits hanging because I like the texture. So now we're just going to place the bits on where they're going to go. Okay, I might have one down there. Maybe just, probably won't use all of these, I'm not sure just yet. I also pre-cut, in the Creative Combo set, there's some paper clips, some like a bulldog clip that you can use to attach to your card. I am just going to pop some colour on this because that's quite plain up there, so I think I'm going to go with Sangria. So, oops, I'll pop that on there. I'm just going to bring in my embossing mat just to add some texture to the flowers and the leaves. Paper clips. I'm going to pop these on the side. I'm not going to use those two, I don't think. Save them for another card. And same with this one. The last thing I'm going to do is just take some gold ink, pick this up and just do some dots in the centre of the flower. And I'm also going to get a brush and just add a bit of water to the gold and do some splatter. And finished. There we have a mixed media tag using stamps, dies, stencils from 49 and Market and Sizzix.